Dr. Slomoni. I finished last year in 2015 and I'm currently teaching Home Science as I'm waiting for my results next week.
I'm Dr. Kea Priska and I finished my high school. I finished my high school year in 2015. Currently I'm doing computer studies.
I'm Neurosurgeon Mkambana Margaret. I was here in 2015 in class of producers. I'm waiting for my results next week. Currently, I've been studying computers. I wait for
My name is Omseve Immaculate. I was in this school in the year 2014 as the first group of this school since 2011. And I sat for my KCSE exam during that year, after which I went home. I've not yet joined. I'm waiting eagerly to join in May this year. I'm sure that I'll be there with my friends in the university of my choice, which is Masinde Mlilo University.
My name is Ruth Mulama. I was in To the Glory of God Junior High School in 2013. I left the school on 15th of November at 5:30. It was 5:30 p.m. I can remember that clearly. At first, actually, I spent the whole day here alone from around 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. I had this feeling of not wanting to leave the school because I just got so much attached to the school. I loved the school. I loved my uniform and I respected it so much. Actually, I still have my uniform, one pair of it, my sweater, my skirt, blouse, and my tie. I still have them. I've never thought of getting rid of them. My books, they are still intact, all of them in my box. None of them has been burnt, no.
If we talk of the value of reconciliation, there are always quarrels. Maybe the way we relate to the village, the neighbors, what we can get some disagreements in the family, in the home. Now I'm a source of reconciliation, but currently there is a problem that I have not succeeded to reconcile them. And the value of sharing, I just have to do it by myself, then the others have to copy.
And from here, there's a skill I got on leadership. On our first day that we met as a class, we were to choose a class rep. And people are very scared. Now you're being asked who wants to be a class rep, nobody wants to raise their hands. People are scared, I'm in a new place, this is a university, how am I going to talk to all these people? And it's all sorts of people from all over the country. You know, everything is just new. You have good people, you have tall ones. Yeah, now people are very scared. So I just volunteered. I volunteered and I'm managing until now. I'm still a class rep. I'm happy with my work and I do it to my level best. We are not given anything, we are not paid or what. It's just from the heart, just doing things from the heart. From listening to people, you get so much. It's not all about keeping to yourself and convincing yourself that you know best. No, you talk to people, you associate with others, you learn from others so that you can be able to cope with the society. Because in the society, you are not in your own society. You are in a society with people of all kinds. There are so many issues to be tackled in the society. So someone identified the greatness in me and helped me out from the cage that I was in. So it's also my duty to help another person to identify their greatness and help them out of the cage they are in.
The value system has really impacted my life because I can say I'm this unique girl outside there people talk about. I think I'm the topic outside there because I'm unique. I don't do things because other Form 4 leavers are doing. I do things because I myself, I know what I'm doing and what I want to get from that thing. I do things because this thing will help me or will build my picture in front of people. I don't do things like what the other Form 4 leavers are doing. No, I do my own things and focus that I'm building my own picture. I'm not building other people's picture. I'm building my own picture in front of the people, and I'm building myself because I want to be me myself. I don't want to be the other girls that have finished Form 4, and I don't form groups. I don't have group mentality.
The values also help in academics. If I was a poor student, but because of the values I just improved, you just get yourself improving. You can consult because of sharing. I know, oh, you are weak in this subject matter, I'll share with you this concept and you'll understand. Most Form 4 leavers have remained alone. At this time, their siblings are in school, so I tell them, you don't have to wait for your... I stay in a village around, it's not in town, so I tell them, you don't have to wait for your sister to come and wash these utensils, to come and clean the house. You just do it because you're the one there. You should be responsible of doing it. You don't have to wait for any other person. Or leadership, if a visitor comes and your parent is not there, you just tell her or him what is supposed to be.
So the value of readability at home, the students who are in secondary schools in our village come to my home place during afternoon lessons, during afternoon hours, to consult me in some areas, different areas and different subjects. Whenever they find hardship, I've been able to help them and encourage them to keep up with their studies and read wide, so that they can also get good grades and therefore after they have sat for their Form 4 exam, and they can get to the universities, and we shall all rejoice at their success in their lives.
After leaving here, I joined my university, Eldoret West Campus. I'm now doing accounting.
I would like to go abroad, the campus, but if it's in Kenya, yes, it's okay, but I'm planning to be in campus. I would like to do medicine.
University of Nairobi or anything. I don't know, because my family is not stable. Even I'm not sure of joining. So I can't say any university, but in case I'm given a chance to choose in Kenya, it will be University of Nairobi.
I'll be there with my friends in the university of my choice, which is Masinde Mlima University, where I do accounting.
So I don't associate with the teachers most of the time. I just stay back in the science room for myself. As I come like this in the morning, I go for morning briefing, I go for morning devotion, I go back to the science room. I wait the time for the lesson, I go, if it's in Form 2, but for Form 2 and Form 1, I go to class. Form 3 and Form 4, they come to the science room to take their lesson there. The students, at least, we are associating. I speak to the students most of the time, but for the teachers, I don't speak to them most of the time. I fear the results are not out. How can I start associating with my teachers? How about the results come and I've failed? How will it sound? It will sound awkward. Actually, they spend most of the time teaching me and I've failed. Now I'm waiting for the results to see if they'll be better. If I get more than a B, I can associate with them well.
I'm here right now. I'm on holiday. I'm teaching. It's so sometimes you might find it so hard. You are teaching with the same teachers who taught you. It might be a little bit hard, but still you have to have. I have that fear, yes, but I can still conquer it. Because of that fear is where I am. Because of that fear, it gives me courage. I see myself as a person who can do so many things. Because when I look at people, I just look at someone and see, you can look at a person and see greatness in this person. And the only thing you can do to that person is to help that person to identify the greatness in that person.
I've not had a problem with the teachers or coping up with the teachers. They've also been indulging me in beneficial things, they have also been encouraging me to continue growing the value so that the students can also emulate what I've been doing, what I do in this school, and serve as a good example to them. And for Madam Director, as one of the teachers and the director of the school, she has also been giving me pieces of advice that can enable me to have a bright future.
The teachers have done great, though before, as a cadet of the school, there is a time, in as much as you are growing values, there is a time you can move away from the mean way. So we've been having quarrels with teachers as the mentality of the class sometimes we had to reconcile, but now I'm free with all teachers. I was free with all teachers, and I appreciate them for what they have done for me. Sometimes when I used to be low, they used to encourage me, and I thank them for that. Yeah, I've been visiting them, and I'll still visit them forever. This is my school.
I love the school and the values themselves. I'll also continue doing the value of service, if that's the value of service. So I'll be coming here to help really as a librarian or teaching, as I've been doing.
I love this place. It has made me to grow up to be a good girl. I'm just different from my siblings. My dad keeps on asking, is it the school that makes you be this way, or is it just because of how you think? But I keep on telling him it's the school, because my siblings never learned in schools that have values. That is why they're like that. But I'm trying my best to, even though they're grown-ups, I try my best to keep them knowing what are values, so that we can live in peace, love and unity, we can serve our country.
I'm teaching English, Form 1, Form 2, and revision with Form 3s and Form 4s, and also assisting other students who have an issue in mathematics, because most of the students don't like mathematics. They find it as a very hard subject. But for me, from what I learned here, I don't like seeing students failing maths. Even if I wasn't the best in math, but still from what I got a B, and seeing a student getting an 8% from a 2.5 hour paper, it's just so bad. So I decided to help those ones whom I can and those ones who are willing to be helped.
I felt that I should come back and help the others, because in home science, at least I can say I was the best in our class, and I knew I can help others. I can give others the knowledge I also have in home science, because actually it's not a subject to fail.
I like to encourage the students to grow the values, because to grow and live them, because in this school, the life at this school is very different from the life at home. Temptations are almost everywhere. So the value of integrity is much more important for young girls like these ones before they get outside there. The rest of the values, they'll have to apply them. But if they're not serious with them, then they'll have to face the consequences outside there.
You should use your youthful stage, so that when you're at least matured up, you can say, this is what I did when I was a youth. And you should be able to account for your actions, actually. You should say, when I was a youth, I did this. Not, when I was a youth, I was jailed because I did this. You should build a good picture out of your youthful stage, not that in future we are told to give a speech somewhere and you are telling people like, I was jailed because I was found in a bar drunk, or I stole someone's property and was jailed after Form 4. No, you should build your own picture, and you should be able to account for your actions. Keep other things outside first and focus in their books and their schoolwork, actually. And no, we say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a pilot, but others say, so that people can see they have future in front of them, but they just say it to please others. They don't say it to please themselves. They say, I want to be a pilot. So you are saying, I want to be a pilot. You are just there. Will the pilot come by itself and take you? I'm now a pilot. No, you have to work hard. You have to pursue the career and focus on what you are doing actually for you to be that pilot you ever admired to be. So they should just make maximum use of their time and use the teachers, because the teachers are the source. They can get anything from the teachers. You use the teachers' knowledge. You disturb teachers with questions. You get everything from them, and you live happily thereafter.
So we want to be a friends for value. Like friends, you have to have friends who can add value in your life. You have a friend who will only come over to gossip, talk, chat, movie, music, and there's nothing good that you're getting from that person. My dear, you are just wasting your time because you are not growing. You're just stagnant from your point of birth. You're not growing. You have to expound and be experienced and learn more from others.
I would encourage them to continue growing and living the values, since they are the tool that can enable them to have a bright future. As they synchronize their character and bring all those values together, they'll enable them to achieve their goals and be successful in their lives.
My advice to all is to tell them just to live the values because they are of good impact. It does not cost anything. You can't, if you are healthy, you can't be weak because of the values. They can't cost you anything. They are of good impact. They are great in my life.
I could also want to advise the current students who are in the school. Apart from taking your studies seriously, there's a quote someone said that educating a man in knowledge alone and not in character is like educating a menace in the society. Your academics is not the only thing that matters in your life. You could have all the A's in life, you could have the first class honor, but your character alone is the one which will kill you. So balance your character and your academics and take each and every advice that you are being given so seriously. Learn to respect others. Respect others and don't respect people in fear. Don't respect someone because you fear them. Respect them because respect is a very important thing.